Drake Maye's pro day just came to an end a couple of minutes ago, and as I was watching it, as I was listening to the feedback from Bucky Brooks and Steve Smith Sr., guys, this might be the best pro day we have seen from a quarterback in this draft class this season, right? Over Jaden Daniels, over Caleb Williams. Drake Maye looked like he had everything it took to be that day one quarterback, right? However, I think he is very raw. I think he has a ton of talent. He might need a year to, watch us for a little bit to, pick up the speed of the NFL. But when it came to the throws, the leadership, the progressions, I mean, everything you could tell from Drake Maye, from a leader on and off the field, the way he talks to his teammates, the way he, identifies a problem, fixes it on the very next play. Drake Maye could be everything you want a quarterback. And if you guys didn't get to see his pro day, don't worry, we're going to break it all down right now. With that being said, let's jump right in.
So Drake Maye's tape showed that in college, he didn't have the best separator, so his receivers weren't as reliable as some other quarterbacks who are in this draft. And with that, he was able to adjust his throwing speed at a rate that was very premium, elite. That translates good to the next level. Now, later on in the video, I will be breaking down some actual in-game film of Drake Maye, so don't worry, stay tuned for that. We're gonna break down some of his, pro day clips, as well as just, I'm gonna tell you what I saw, right? Now, right off the bat, I saw commanding the pocket, right? He got into a huddle with a bunch of receivers, looked at his play sheet and said, okay, you're running this, you're running that, you're running this, basically just taking command. Obviously, that's what you need to do, but he showcased that a little bit there today. And also, he was critiquing his performance. There was one throw where he missed through one of his top receivers and was like, okay, we're gonna run that back. Let me fix this and let's do it again, right? Did it again, made it better, and completed the pass. I mean, it was something you want to see at your quarterback, especially as he's trying to develop into the next level of the NFL. Again, I thought he led the offense really well, led the receivers in the right direction. There weren't too many, passes that he overthrew, weren't too many balls that he underthrew. Realistically, the man had an unbelievable day today, right? So like I said, identified some mistakes, immediately corrected them, which is huge. Like I said before early in the video, I think he's a guy who would benefit a ton from sitting on the bench one year, learning and developing a little bit behind whoever the main guy is, and then getting jumped in. I mean, look at Alex Smith and the Patrick Mahomes situation. A lot of the time, these things happen. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, right? He might not have one of those guys to lead him, but what I'm saying is, with the development, with the time to learn, I think he could be a big-time player. I think his arm talent is next to nobody. I think he's up there at the very, very top. His vertical throw game in terms of play action is unregular. I don't think I've seen it in a long time out of players. He also, in the pocket, moves so well, is fluid, can just flick his wrist. It looks so easy to him. Just out there throwing dimes. Drake Maye just seems like a different style of quarterback. He's like, there was one throw I'm going to show you right now. I mean, it was off his back foot, deep down the right side. It was, let's watch that one real quickly. All right, here it is right here. You're going to see him actually just, play action fake, drop back, one step, throws it back off his back foot, and look at the placement of this ball. Absolutely, you see the receiver maybe slightly slows down there, but literally nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, that is an unbelievable throw, and he was doing this literally all day long in his pro day. I saw some things out of this dude that I haven't seen from any other quarterback, and I think, quite frankly, whoever gets him is going to get a steal. Now, there is a big question mark. Who's going to get him? Comment down below real quick. Who do you think will land Drake Maye? Also, hit the like button just so we can get this video out to more Drake Maye, Commanders, Patriots fans over in the world. But also subscribe if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, so subscribe. But let's take a listen to, something they were talking about. Maybe the Vikings might be able to get up to him.
I want to give a little perspective on why the Minnesota Vikings may adore Drake Maye and why they may make a major push for that, right? So they signed Sam Darnold to come over. Well, Sam Darnold and Josh McCown played together, right? Mm-hmm. And then, so there's a connection there. But did you know Josh McCown coached Drake Maye in high school?
In high school, yeah, we showed the picture at the combine. Yeah, sitting on the bench, his son and with Drake.
Now, if you're one of the people that believe that Drake Maye is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL draft, and the first 3 teams of the draft need a quarterback, right? It doesn't seem like anybody will trade up or be able to trade up to get him. Like, I feel like the Patriots should be locked in on a quarterback, the Commanders, and obviously the Bears are all going to take a quarterback. However, I feel like there's a slight chance in the world that, if the Patriots really want Drake Maye and he goes 2, then maybe they don't even want Jaden Daniels, but if a team like the Patriots don't want Drake Maye, and let's say the Commanders go Jaden Daniels, then maybe the Vikings or the Raiders or one of these Broncos teams can, swoop up and get a guy like Drake Maye, but that's only if the Patriots don't want Drake Maye. However, with what we've seen today, who wouldn't want Drake Maye? Alright, let's watch a couple of plays from in-game so we get to see how he utilizes versus the defense. I do want to slow this down just a little bit. Now, the first thing I want to show you here is we have one deep safety, okay? Now, when we're trying to find open guys on the field, we want to make sure the safety is away from our, our intended target. So what he does right away is start off looking left. He wants his safety to stay on the left side of the hash mark, right? But he's also wanting to throw it to the right side, which opens up the deep middle of the field, right? So boom, that's the first thing you notice. And then we have an edge rusher screaming in, or actually maybe an interior edge rusher getting in here. Boom, steps up in the pocket. Beautiful. Now turns his head. Looks at this man right here, maybe wants to get this safety down here or on this guy for a second, boom, but then continues looking right, and now we're getting our guy open, stands still, fires a bullet with pressure in his face, absolute dime, gets him down the field for a massive pickup, and these are the type of things that he can add to your football team. But not only that, he's a guy that can get outside the pocket and make plays or extend plays with his legs as well. And look at this dime. Look at this dime down the middle of the field. Absolute perfect positioning on that football. Guys, I'm telling you, Drake Maye is the type of guy that can change your offense. And then one thing we looked at in the pro day was his play action ability to roll out to the right, step back, and fire a bullet. This is what he was doing. Again, making different reads, changing where the defense is looking, changing where the defense is headed, right? So on this play specifically, boom, let's drop back. We know our target's to the right side of the field. Let's actually look left for a second. Let's look over the middle here, and then let's fire right? Nobody is going to get over there. Everyone's running to the left side of the field, and boom, there it is. Absolute money maker of a throw. Maybe overextends it, but in the NFL it's a touchdown because it's not, downed immediately. And again, play action fake. I think Drake Maye can be so versatile with his arm, his IQ, the way he moves in the pocket, the flick of the wrist. Everything is just so perfect when it comes to Drake Maye's offense. This dude is incredible. I'm so excited to see where he ends up landing in this year's NFL draft. Now, with all of that being said, where do you think Drake Maye ends up? I thought he had one of the best pro days out of any quarterback in the NFL this season, but I still think we're a long way away. Anything can happen. He can go number 2, he can go number 3, he can go number 11. I don't really know. But if you ask me, I think he is a guaranteed top 3 pick. There's people saying JJ McCarthy might sneak into the top 3. I don't believe that. And if it does happen, someone is going to get a steal, whether it's Jaden Daniels or Drake Maye. These are the two second and third best quarterbacks. I might even think they're tied for second right now, but I don't really think there are too many people better than Drake Maye in this draft class. But again, I think he needs to end up in a situation where, you have a couple of different things. You need the play callers, you need the pass protectors, and you need wide receivers. You need playmakers, right? And I think the Vikings could be the best landing spot, in my opinion, for Drake Maye. You talk about Justin Jefferson, you talk about all the weapons they have over there in Minnesota, right? Right, you also have Kevin O'Connell, a great guy in terms of play calling. You have the offensive line to do so as well. The Vikings could be the best spot, but then you look at a team like the Patriots who might just say, we need a quarterback, let's go get him. That situation might not be amazing with KJ Osborne and Kendrick Bourne. The receiving core isn't built up to par yet, but still, the offensive line wasn't great as well. But I think the Patriots are heading in the right direction. New head coach, new training staff, new everyone, new front office basically. I think the Patriots could be heading in the right direction. But then the Commanders could be a very interesting fit with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, with what's his name there? Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury is a quarterback guru and knows how to really lead an offense. Drake Maye could be perfect in that type of offense as well. So I think there's so many opportunities, so many different teams he can end up with, and it is just beginning for that NFL draft hype season. We're getting right into that right now. But Drake Maye, in my opinion, absolute crushed his pro day, and definitely something we wanted to see. He did it there at a high level.